What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week I'm gonna take you guys with me as I'll be working on this beautiful M3 in Sakhir Orange, I believe the color is called. So as you can see, it's a stunning color, but as you can imagine, it is already damaged from the dealership. As you can see, there's a lot of hazing and swirling in the paint, and on this color it's crucial to have a flawless finish to get the most out of this color. You can see there's some damage all around the car. I inspected the car earlier, about a week ago or 2 weeks ago with a client, and the paint is severely damaged. So I'm gonna fix it this week and possibly do a Gyeon coating on it to protect it. And best of all is I'm going to take you guys, or bring you guys with me through the whole experience of what the car goes through when it's with me. So let's go ahead and get the show started. We'll start checking the paint on the passenger fender. As you can see, there's a lot of paint damage, but one thing I noticed was the plastic in there is actually faded, so I'm going to have to treat that to make sure that it's nice and black for future and that it stays that way. The gloss black there is scratched up, as well as the gloss black see on the window. I expected nothing less from them. These are extremely difficult to keep in a good condition, but we'll polish them and ceramic coat them as well as the one here on the back, also in a very tired looking condition, as well as all the other gloss black bits around the windows. The entire window trim is gloss black, and that also needs some attention. So this is on the driver's side of the bonnet. There's a mark somewhere around there. There it comes into the picture now, where it looks like, almost looks like pigtailing. I'm not sure. Why would that be in the center of a flat section unless they were polishing the higher section here and overlapping onto this section here? But you can clearly see it there. So I'm just going to take you guys around the car and show you my other findings as well. Some more stone chips on the top of the driver's side fender there that'll need some touching up. Even there on the bonnet, two small ones. So we're on the lower section of the driver door, and there's some pigtailing here as well. You can see it popping up there on the bottom light. There it's gone. Then there you can see it coming up on the picture. So the door has a curve here, you can see in the reflection, so I'm not sure what they did, but obviously what they tried there didn't work well. The taillights definitely needs a lot of attention. You can also see there where someone else polished over it and left the residue in there. You can also see on the side, and I noticed some buffer trails here right below the tail light on the bumper. There's some buffer trails. Actually looks like it's all over the rear bumper. It just looks like a watermark running down the bumper there. Some nice hazy spots with clear spots in between. I don't know what happened there, but I believe that'll polish out quite nicely. Whoever worked here had no idea what they were doing. And now on the passenger side, the taillight here is looking absolutely terrible as well. Some polish stuck in there to the bumper here. Got buffer trails as well. Some nice scratches around here. I'll put the light on now. You can actually see it there before I put the light on. You can see the scratches. There we get to them now. So those are going to be tricky. On this edge here, I'm probably going to have to use either the 1 or the 2 inch to clear this edge. And that edge there, that'll be the 1 inch most definitely. There was also some haze up here that I saw. I saw it in there, in the center of the screen. There's a lot of haze. You can kind of see there. It's very hazy. Not too sure why, but that should polish out just fine as well. On the corner of the bonnet there, there's a deeper mark or an abrasion of some sorts, but that should polish out just fine. I don't think that's going to give me too much of a problem, but you can really see how terrible it's looking. Some minor scuff marks there. On the passenger side front bumper, they should come out just fine as well. Whoever polished the car before me clearly had some issues with cleaning the creases. Maybe they didn't think they would leave some residue behind. So I'll clean all of that up as well. Make sure that the car looks good as new when I'm done with it. Then on the front it's got the odd stone chip here and there, but at least I've got some touch-up paint to fix that. There's also a mark right there, I'm not sure what that is. And then this has the carbon roof, which obviously needs a bit of loving as well, but you'll most definitely get it sorted. Deeper scratch there, or red. Definitely be able to get that out. Pretty sure the antenna needs some polishing as well. So all in all, the car's not really in a bad condition. The car's not brand new. It has about 4,000 or 5,000 kilometers on it. I didn't check, but of the time of inspection I remember 4,000 to 5,000. So it's not new, but it's not in a bad condition. I'm hoping to do a 2-step, but we'll see as it goes. I'm going to do a test spot on the bonnet and then take it from there. Knowing BMW, the paint is going to be extremely hard, so hopefully a 2-step clears it up. Otherwise I'll probably move over to a 3-step, 2 cutting and 1 polishing steps. But I'm going to start with a test spot on the bonnet now and then see how it goes. So that was the test section there. As expected, it's going to be 3 passes, but you can see it looks absolutely fantastic now compared to this or to that section there. But this is going to be a very time consuming job, especially like getting these ridges cleaned up and this bulge. Yeah, this car just has a lot of curves, as you can see, so definitely not going to be a quick detail, but going to be well worth it in the end. Next up, I'm going to polish the fender. This is going to be an extremely difficult one with all these curves. As you can see, there's an edge there, then there's a deep reach running down there, then there's another one here, and then we've got this whole section here. So the plan for this is going to be using the 7-inch for this section through to there, and then I'm going to use the 2-inch on these sections here, including in there. As you can see, it's quite deep in there, so I'm going to use the 2-inch in there. Then I'm going to use the 2-inch all the way down here, and for this section here, and also to bring it tight around the edges here. So as you can see on this flat panel here, it looks absolutely brilliant with the single step correction. I will do a polishing step later, but you can pick up there in the reach, there's still some scratches left, so that's where the 2-inch will come into play. So this is the result of the single cutting stage. You can see there's still some deeper reds left that I need to chase out. But one thing you guys would have seen is that I did not touch this lip here. Let me just get the lighting to be correct there. I did not touch this lip here mainly because there's a bit of a groove there that comes up, so the 7-inch won't go in there. So for that I'm definitely going to use the 2-inch again. You can see how bad the edge is compared to there, for example. So I'm going to do another cutting step, and then I'm going to do that side of the boot. I'm going to complete it with a 7-inch, and then I'm going to come around and do this edge here, as well as the wing, as well as this edge here with a 2-inch, and then the boot will be perfect. going to use the Gyeon Syncro, so this is the most. We'll do 2 layers of this, followed by 1 layer of skin that looks like this. And for those of you who don't know, the applicator block looks like this. It's very tiny, you can see compared to my hand how small it is. And I'm going to use this applicator over it. So I'm going to drop a couple of drops on there, and then I'm going to start applying. I'll probably do the bonnet in half and the doors in half, and the roof I'll do in 4 sections. The front bumper will be in half. So you don't want to let it sit for too long on the surface. The curing time is quite quick. So you can clearly see when it starts flashing, the color changes like to a rainbow color. And then you know it's flashing, so then you can take it off. But like I say, the curing time is quite quick, so it's not too long. It's just a timely process with a small applicator block, but there's absolutely no way around that. As I showed you guys earlier, this is where whoever worked on the rear bumper and polished some of the taillights. So the way we'll get this out is to use a magic eraser. I just cut this up into a smaller piece so I can comfortably fit it in there. And then I'm going to use some all-purpose cleaner. I've got a little bit left in here, and I'm just going to spray it onto the magic eraser, and then I'm just going to scrub it. But you want to be very careful not to touch the paint with this eraser. This stuff can damage the paint in an instant, so you just need to keep that in mind and be very wary. That should about do the trick.